morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at a new set which has been revealed in China. Now, I know that saying that is going to make some of you guys go, well, why do I care? I'm not in China. Don't turn off just yet. There absolutely are reasons you should care. Firstly, let's be honest here, we've got some exclusive cards. Secondly, there's some stuff which hasn't been revealed, and we don't know is coming. But I actually think it's probably fairly likely that it is coming, and this could cause some consternation. So starting off then, what have we got coming along? Well, we've got ourselves a new set, and my simplified Chinese, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not great. Sorry about that. But apparently it's called Black Crystal Blazing. And look, I can tell you that my knowledge of kanji tells us that yes, black, yes, crystal. So I don't know, maybe this is about right. And as usual, it comes in 5-card booster packs and 20-card booster packs. That is very standard for mainland China, simplified Chinese. They have 5-card packs, they have 20-card packs. This is fine. You'll notice there is a Charizard on the front. Now, I am not telling you that there is an exclusive Charizard in this set. I cannot tell you that there is an exclusive Charizard in this set because we do not know whether there is or is not an exclusive Charizard in this set. There is a big Chinese tournament coming up where if they were going to reveal something big, that would be a good time to do it. I am not saying they're going to, but I'm saying it would make sense. And I'm also telling you that the last Chinese set was the Golden Go set, and it had Golden Go on the cover, and there was an exclusive Golden Go card. Now, in that regard, it was actually the gold Golden Go, but obviously that made, by far the most sense. It's Golden Go, it hadn't had a gold card, come on, that one wrote itself. Okay. So that gives us an inkling that maybe this could be coming. What was the set before that? It was the Arcanine set, which did come with an exclusive special illustration rare of Arcanine. Now, I'm not saying there is going to be an exclusive Charizard, but I am saying we are in the third kind of Scarlet and Violet set over in China. And the first two did have an exclusive version of the cover Pokemon that we hadn't had in Japan or in the West or literally anywhere else. China had it as an exclusive. That is not proof that we are getting an exclusive Charizard card. I'm sure some people will believe that it is. It's not. What it is enough to create a possibility. Maybe if you really want to go for it, maybe we can use the word presumption. But it is not enough to tell us we are getting a new Charizard. For what it's worth, I do think there is significant reason to believe it's happening. Like I say, the Golden Go set came with a gold Golden Go. The Arcanine set came with special illustration rare Arcanine. There is Hangzhou Masters coming up very soon. I've told you about that one previously. And that is a kind of place where they would reveal something big like this. Hang on a second, Wassy, I hear you shout. Well, they've already revealed the set. They've done the set, and they haven't shown us the Charizard. Surely that alone means it's not going to be in there. And to that, I would say, nah, mate. That is the kind of thing you say for a special reveal. We've seen this, and not just in China, all over the world for Pokemon, but this is a fairly standard thing whereby they turn around and they go, look, here's the set, here's your introduction, here's a couple of cool exclusive cards, but we aren't going to show you everything now. We've got something truly special, but we are saving that for later. And you know what? That actually does make an awful lot of sense. Cannot stress enough that this is all unconfirmed. This is rumour and supposition and nothing else. That is very important to note. But I do believe there is a very strong chance that we are in fact going to get an exclusive Charizard card in this set, and that's kind of cool. Because there are some exclusive ones in the set. I'm going to show you them in a minute. We're talking about Charizard now, but there are some exclusives I will show you, I promise. But if we have a look at Charizard, obviously that came around initially in Obsidian Flames. And in Obsidian Flames, we did get ourselves, well, obviously we got the full art, and we got ourselves the gold, which incidentally is why I don't think we're going to get a special gold version. That really made sense for Gold and Go. I would imagine that China generally is going to be doing the cover Pokemon with new special illustration rares, and I would believe Gold and Go to be an exception. Not guaranteed, but I think that's fairly likely. And then, of course, we had the Akira Igawa special illustration rare, which was absolutely stunning. And then, of course, in Paldean Fates, we got another special illustration rare, also, funnily enough, by Akira Igawa. Remember, of course, if you want to sit there and go, well, we've already had a couple, come on, we're not going to be getting another one. Remember that in 151, China had the exclusive Mew, despite the fact we'd had multiple special illustration rares of that Mew. So no, that means nothing. I think Charizard's coming. What I know is coming, Larry! Yeah, that's right. We've got a brand new, never-before-seen, Chinese exclusive special illustration rare of Larry, which is kind of a little bit sad because I want this. I really want this Larry because who doesn't love Larry? And this is going to be a really, really, really annoying, awkward card to get hold of. Remember, we did have a full art of Larry that came around initially in Paradox Rift. And then we had another one that came around in Prismatic Evolutions. So, did we need another fancy version of Larry? No. Am I absolutely delighted that we're getting one? Oh my word, yes. I think it's awesome. Also, let's be clear, all three are on the screen side by side right now, so you can compare them pretty easily. I think it's pretty obvious the new one's the best, right? Like, you put those three Larry cards side by side, I am very much of the opinion that there's a pretty clear answer. Also worth noting, both the Larry before were full arts, not special illustration rares. And there is a difference between them. And this one is actually a special illustration rare, making it the very first special illustration rare of Larry that we've actually had. But I kind of love it because it's Larry walking along the street, popping in, having a look through into a restaurant. But the whole point of Larry is that Larry's kind of boring. So that's like the whole conceit, that's the joke. Is Larry going to go in and join in, or is Larry going to look from outside and go home and have something boring for tea? We don't know. But I think this is an absolutely stunning card. China seems to be going for a bunch of exclusives. And I think it's probably fair to assume they're going to keep doing this. I think this is one of the best ones they've done so far. Like, the Gold and Go was cool. This is spectacular. Speaking of exclusive gold cards, though, Defiance Band. Defiance Band, we've never had a fancy version of it. We've literally never had any fancy version of Defiance Band. It's just never happened. It came around in Scarlet and Violet base as just it's an ordinary everyday run-of-the-mill trainer card. It has never had a gold version or anything along those lines. It has been just existing as a kind of standard card. And now we get a fancy gold version of it. And I think this is awesome. Because again, like, this is one of those cards, if you don't want it, just ignore it. Like, no one's making you pick up this card. But there is a fancy version of it. And I know there are people out there, and I have a lot of sympathy for this. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that kind of get annoyed at the fact that China's getting these cool new cards and we're being left out. And yeah, I think that's entirely fair. But by the same token, it's not, well, it's China getting it and we're not. It's either China gets it or no one gets it. And I'd rather China got it than nobody got it. Now, I'd rather we got them as well, and you never know, maybe some point down the line, Pokemon will find a way to release all these Chinese exclusives for us. Although, as a side note here, I do think there is a very deliberate ploy going on. Remember, China's behind the rest of the world, and China's catching up with the Pokemon TCG. So my guess, and it is nothing more than a guess, but my guess would be that essentially when Pokemon went over to China and started doing their releases, they went, look, we're behind and we're catching up, but we get some cool stuff as a make-do to make distributors and everybody else in China okay with the fact that they're having to catch up. They then get some cool stuff to make it a bit better. That's my theory, nothing more than a theory, but I think it makes a lot of sense. So there we go, we got a new Charizard set, we got ourselves an exclusive Gold Defiance band, an exclusive special illustration Rare Larry, the first one we've ever had, because the others were just full arts. And I'm not saying there is an exclusive Charizard coming, but I've shown you my working to suggest that I think there's a pretty good chance we will. So there we go, that's what you need to know, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely AB3, who's been a supporter of ours for a long time now and seems to be a very lovely person. So shout-out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.